Hello Pythonistas, welcome to Pythonista channel. So today in Code with Me we are going to learn how to code number patterns or how to code patterns basically. We can learn how to code patterns with the help of Python loops. So when we come across the word loop itself, we are very much aware that loop is widely used to print patterns. So today we are going to print this pattern, which is 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars and 5 stars. Yeah, so for printing pattern, the basic idea what we need to do is, if you have any pattern, we are going to use a loop a minimum of 2 times, because one loop will be for row and the other loop will be for column. So if there is any pattern you need to print, first write your for loop. The outer loop will be for our rows. It will be dealing with all our rows, and the inner loop which we are going to write will be dealing with all our column values. This is the basic idea I can say. And here in this pattern, as you can see, how many rows are available? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So our outer loop should execute 5 times, because our pattern is having 5 rows in it. So the outer loop only consists of the row values and the inner loop. Coming to the inner loop, what you can see here as a pattern is, in the first column there is only 1 star. In the second column, in the second row, there is 2 stars. That is, one column is filled in the first column, and 2 columns are filled in the second column, and 3 columns are filled in the third column, and 4 columns are filled in the fourth row, and 5 columns are filled in the fifth row. So as we can see, the columns filled with corresponding to the row number itself. So this is the basic logic of our pattern. So our columns filled should be equal to the row numbers. Okay friends, now I think it is very clear. We can do only the 5 stars itself, no worries. So yeah, come we can start coding. So as I said, our first outer loop will be for rows. For more readability, I will make it as rows itself. Okay, the iteration value, instead of saying I, if I say rows, it will be easy for you. For rows in range. So what is our range? It is starting from the first row till the fifth row. Fifth row means till 5 we need, but here 5 will not be included because it is inside range. So I will write 6 over here. For rows in range 1, 6, what I am going to do? I am going to start writing the columns. So for calls in range, so how many times this column should execute? Each and every time this column should execute rows number of time. Because of that only, on the first row only 1 star was there. So one column only will be executed. So we needed only rows number of time. And what we are going to do? We are going to print star, correct? So I will just write print star, which is very simple. But what is the main idea here is, till we finish running this column loop, we no need to go for a new line. But by default, whenever we execute a print statement, it will automatically go to a new line at the end of print statement. So we are going to add another parameter here, putting comma, and we are going to explicitly write end should be equal to just nothing. So only a space or only a character will be moved to the end, but not to a new line. So this is very important. We can use a parameter called end to define what is the end of the program. So we need that loop to be executed in a single line for printing the stars. So we are writing end is equal to an empty line. But when do we need to go down? Come to the next line. As soon as this columns for loop is executed, we need to come for next line, correct? So I am just removing the indentation. So this line will be for our rows. So I am just printing a new line. That's it. So an empty print statement means it is a new line. So if we are running and seeing this program, can you see the pattern is printed correctly? 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star and 5 stars. I think it is very simple to understand. All the patterns are to be followed with the rows and columns value. That is the basic logic behind pattern building. And yeah, so we will also discuss many more patterns in upcoming videos. So do follow Code with Me series so that you can code each and every pattern, and you can code with me all the things which you need, and you can comment if you want to write a code for anything specific. That's it, friends. Bye bye. This is Shravanti.